Hello everyone, it's Yan Yan. Today I will be explaining my art process and how I render and stuff. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. So first up is the sketch. I normally struggle with this and normally I would have like 24 attempts, Obviously that's an exaggeration, but I normally take up to 1 to 4 sketches before proceeding to the line art. For the line art, I normally keep it clean and thin so I could focus more on the coloring and rendering. Now on the coloring, funny thing about the coloring, I don't normally just lay out all of my flat colors. In fact, I do it one by one, right? The first up is the skin. I place all the flat colors on the skin. I place a new layer and clip it to the flat color of the skin. And this is where I'll place the shadows. I first use a really dark saturated color to line up the shadows, and then I use another layer below it that's still clipping to the flat color of the skin. And then fill out the lines with less darker and less saturated colors for the main shadows. I then add the gradient from darker to lighter on the shadows. And sometimes I blend it, sometimes I don't. It depends on the mood I'm feeling, and sometimes I use halftones. Again, depends on what I'm feeling. In this one, I did not use halftones for the skin, but I use them a lot sometimes in other pieces like these ones. Next up is the clothing. Oh boy, the clothing. I normally have a really hard time rendering the clothing. Normally I would just make triangle shapes, right? Make triangle shapes and then blend it out. And there you go. Sometimes I also use cell shading. Basically, I make triangles again and then use a gradient instead of blending it out. And there you go. That's how I render clothes. Now, for the hair. Oh, this is gonna be a long one. Pick a color that is on a different hue compared to the flat color of the hair. Normally, it's more of a colder tone, and then I just place it as shadows on the flat colors of the hair. And after that, I use another darker color. This one more of a warmer hue. Sometimes colder hue, depends, but most of the times it's warmer hue. And then I just, place the shadows. After that, I add halftones. I always add halftones when it comes to hair. When it comes to the highlights, I just normally place them and then erase them using the cross-hatching brush from Clip Studio Paint, and there you go. Ta-da! That's how I draw. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned some things from it, and yeah. Goodbye everybody, like and subscribe if you like the video. So yeah, thank you, goodbye.